Maybe. There be who say Chief Justice a court no. That is the day I because my no serious. And she has never been serious. JB, a process has been activated. The process now was slotted into the Constitution by the framers of the Constitution because they envisaged the possibility of somebody becoming even a president and as a Chief Justice. At some point in time, the person may go rogue.
May go what?
Rogue. Like, what free Maraquan so yeah, the open.
What you see, off road.
What you see,
yeah.
So the constitutional framers thought it wise to insert clauses about the removal of such person no are possible within the confines of the Constitution. I just obey the two neighbor you were free. And that process, now no make catch us president to be anyone working to remove any Chief Justice. Constitution no matter what. But the president need to remove Chief Justice and it only becomes activated when the president is petitioned.
Yeah.
So when the president is petitioned, his powers to remove Chief Justice becomes activated by making sure that the said petition is referred to Council of State.
Council of State, yeah.
And the Council of State will work on the petition to establish whether there is a merit, credence in the said petition. After establishing that merit, then they will counsel the president on the next line of action to take. And in the Constitution, it is quite clear, explicit, written, say, the Council of State, it may establish, say, indeed there is a merit. The next line of action is that we need to set up a committee. That committee, no human say, Omobasha say, President, from the beginning of this hub and Constitution, such say, you set up a committee now. There is a discretionary constitutional power that has been given to the president alone. And this is written in ink in the Constitution.
Yeah.
It is a discretionary power that has been given to the president. Say who's a merit to a case, subsequently, the president to me either to allow the woman to stay or allow the woman to stay behind. That is a discretionary power that has been given to the president. And nobody may take away that power from the president. So this is the process thus far. As at this point, Obiam Chief Justice said what your friend saying what for an answer anyway.
Sure.
Petition has been flowing among for Hong Kong because we live in a liberal society where people can express their opinion, whatever. Diverse opinion does not incriminate the Chief Justice. We are told say Chief Justice say or the president and I'm say Constitution wouldn't mean sue president, in his stead, you sue the Attorney General.
Yeah.
The processes now you go through normal from memra and some of the processes they say one, Council of State. Yes, sir. Premier Fasia and as a credence no more to establish a petition or merit, and it should be declared null and void. So my question is for that process to be declared null and void, it means the process now you taking that decision, there was some infringement to be allocation somewhere along the line. My free say and I'm say yeah from Samara because you say you can't build nothing out of it, nothing.
Yeah.
You can't build something out of nothing.
Yeah.
But there must be an infringement. There must be a constitutional infraction that has been occasioned somewhere along the process. And it is on that basis that you call for your friends say young quashi the eventual decision that has been taken. But no such error has been your friends say occasion. And again, the Chief Justice, we are the administrative head of the judiciary, today have the guts to tell Ghana of what say. The young judges panel also have the tendency to be biased against her. You see, as an administrative head of the judiciary, when you make such pronouncement, it questions your integrity as a head of that particular institution.
And then she's been exposed to mockery and
exactly. You become an article of public mortification and public ridicule because this is the very judiciary you are fighting. Say, chin chairs here, my Chief Justice. But today you are telling us, the people there now are biased. Now, because my head here, there is no way these people can. The question is, on what basis? Because for you to say JB, and this a yamanetana radio, a yafan say TV way so. Na me baha yafan say me pesa me ne be ye way no. I need to premise that particular thing on adia ba ko ana me bia JB aya enu ntimi free say. Ubaya bias against me.
Yeah.
You can't just build something out of nothing. And this is a CJ, an administrative head. She's not just a judge. And idea all so it confirms the long-held notion Ghana for what say. Your judiciary, you're dirty, and you're filthy. Decisions are free, but Sabinian said him, and until Ghana for took to social media, and they were questioning some of the ruling coming from the Supreme Court. Yanti Kroman and your Supreme Court, Naman for 2 Nidin. Unanimous FC.
Yeah.
People could predict ruling in a forum. Ruling bar, people can just subject to basic element of reasoning, logic, common sense, and you see, say, logic in him, common sense in him, reasoning is missing in the ruling that is coming from the Supreme Court, the apex court of the land. For instance, you say birth certificate and your primary document but traveling document, passport no mom dear nasabi bibin kokan bibia. Will you say that? Because me working at the hospital, what I know is say you give birth to Obia. It's not because you are Ghana into we are Ghana ni.
Yeah.
Parents nipa no na bachelor, baby are free. Now that thing will be written. So if you are looking for any primary document, it just say indeed the person is a Ghanaian. It cannot be passport. Passport is a traveling document. So you don't need passport. Oh, you go to America, there are a lot of people, they don't even have passport.
Ghana has a passport.
So Supreme Court cannot say we need passport. So these were some of the decisions come here. People felt that these decisions were silly decisions. And to confirm it, go to social media and look at the kind of anger out for Ghana for a poll. All the polls that were done in this country, people were saying you need trust our judiciary. It means that over the years, the judiciary is sinking. And I'm telling you, the judiciary is one of the foundational institutions of our democracy.
Right.
We cannot lose it. And this is the point. And again, JB, one of her reliefs, say, or a chief justice or the Asamaba.
Yeah.
Process na ya set up committee na ye di no. You making sure say you stop the process no. Na court no any ono na 7 nwie because no de hu hia ye di wi a the outcome no be determine the ebe koso. Ya bi ye wo krom ha sei. Ana okuja to ne Haruna Idrisu and some others. At the Electoral Commission call ya the e-levy call to say Parliament should halt your friend is the process.
Yeah.
Ma meno bu na ni gu so ma Parliament a process in the by the time I'm quite an na ya pass the case became a useless case.
Yeah, sure, that's true.
Abra Electoral Commission registration, political parties, NDC and 6 other political parties drag the Electoral Commission say registration in district offices no other places here. Traveling from your village to district way no enya so people cannot do that. Yes, ma to find the data share the bottom. By the time Oba, now EC was done with the process, and there has been several instances of this guy. And what you could do Ghana for him say, on any case in India, Yendi, na ye injunted the ongoing process. Na ye di we are. I say Oto Bochare aso frawa. Ya work obu baby omubu. So Jebi Makacha said, "Unya to me baby I will be no." Making sure say you use it wisely and you should put a expiry date on whichever position that you occupy today and know say you will not be there forever and you should serve the sensibility of the people of this country. Sabe ya man for benya trust and confidence. You see, maybe my contention is not about the judiciary, about the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice is just a minor part of the entire judicial puzzle. You understand?
Yeah.
It is about the sanctity of the judiciary. So any individual is irrelevant. It's inconsequential so far as the larger agenda
is concerned.
To streamline and sanitize the judiciary is concerned. You understand? So this kind of embarrassment that she's putting up, lining with the MPP, for instance, this is your mami. I'm for 2 years or so, mami. And Upobia Manaba, your lawyer. Interestingly, you go for Governor Dame. We are activating the public perception, so no reasonable person will even do that. And then to the MPP, almost among Parliament.
Yeah.
Oh, numbers in Wahefa. And then the last time Betanaka said they don't have the numbers. So these are some of the nasty stuff they will be doing the entire 4 years just to cry for attention. But whether they are in parliament or not, me and tell you, that's not my business. Because parliamentary business can proceed without them. They don't have any number to do this thing.
Okay.
They are becoming an obstructive political party. You see, now my catch as a political party will lose power. When you lose power, you lose connection with the people. So as a smart people, you put in intelligent people who be able to connect with the people. Because you connect with the people first before you build goodwill, before you connect. But look at people hanging on the party. General Secretary Babu Ntion Kasana or a crowd, Chairman is the baby who they are not serious.
All right, Mabinda Ivana say, but Mamika say Bugusucheska *439#. Now for option number 3. And then Becheska Niama Obiedi. Omodi answer you be part of this whole process now for yet minister. See this away home. Dollars no sisi akwa na ekofo ase na nimu gu ase dodo ntamazi si ato ofo so ba ye wono ye na ye kan but ye bo agina hono. All right, so finally Lucius, I don't know if in the next 1 minute for bo WhatsApp no tofa na Ghana for ntibi yes sir. I have the 1 minute no plenty me ameje na mafa oze
no ma me 5 grand na sa man kasa wi na ajifi ma
ba kasa wi but yes the next one
finally me kan say MPP say be ko parliament na say be ko parliament ya che transport fare so and then Ghana for hwehwe
yeah
city no appreciate
yeah
and na Ghana for hwehwe betting tax abedi be sensen a man kuma na at the time na be nya adwuma ye no ya nya aban a waba why betting tax na fi ho yi levy abede ba ya na ye ka ho asema bantie be ko ye ho birthday party ni nasefo no nyina no ene ya nya aban a wa ye fi ho no dia na Ghana fo hwehwe eye se obekọ parliament no akọhye mra ebetimi ama ye ho ahenhan
yeah
bantini anya relevant at the time ene ye nhyeda hia besa entinu sebebeko sebenku be hu nhyeda hia ye be firima enyema be firima entosi be wu so a enyema
Yebi, I think that my message to decent minded Ghanaians out there say the suspended Chief Justice is only waging an emotional warfare just to stay relevant in the eyes of gullible minds. But Obia, are you reasonable? No one read it through the lines, will appreciate that. There is no single law Obia circumvented, Obia override it, and Obia from Mra. So Mufi said the process that's fine. President Mahama after Mra, they should bring it forth for us to discuss. But as at now, they should just shut up and give us a break. There are larger things for Ghanaians to just focus on. We will not be distracted.
All right, we Emma.